Guys, it's DC and welcome to the Soap Sanctuary where all soap lovers are welcome. I don't think I said that in my days review, did I? Damn, I've been gone for so long, I'm forgetting myself. Anyway, guys, it feels good to do 2 reviews today. Hopefully these reviews upload on time before I do my live later tonight, hopefully. This is my General Hospital review, The Good Wife. Super excited to be back, guys. Like I said, I've been busy prepping more stuff for my graduation coming up from undergrad in the next few months. Prepping for grad school. I'm excited about that. I'm excited to just be going into a field that I'm passionate about, guys. I'm trying to be my future Dr. Kevin Collins flow right now, you know? So trying to go for my master's and then afterwards my PhD. So it's gonna be a journey, but I'm excited, and I'm excited to actually be a part of a profession that can help people in the way that I feel like is utilizing all my best talents. So I'm gonna be my future Dr. Kevin Collins flow. I like it, guys. I'm really liking it. I'm excited, guys. I'm excited. So thank you guys for just being patient with me. But you know, school comes first. You know what I'm saying? It comes first. You know. But anyways, guys, this is my General Hospital weekend review, The Good Wife. So let me start this out, guys. You know, I always start right with the thumbnail, and then I work my way down the line from there. That's how I do it. I am hashtag Team Portia. Okay, let me tell you why. I know some guys are against Portia for holding a secret in law against Curtis and doobie-doobie-doo, scooby-dooby-doo. But let me say this. Portia has plausible deniability. She has that. Because here's the thing. Like, it actually would have been more soapier had Portia known for sure that Curtis was Trina's father. But she really doesn't know. And she confessed that on the wedding. She's like, I don't know. I'm getting ready to find out myself. I don't know. So I'm like, sis, you have plausible deniability. You really don't know if Curtis is Trina's father. You really don't actually know that. So you actually do have plausible deniability. And my thing is, like, I get why Portia didn't want to find out for sure. She wanted to blow up her family. Is that, like, I get it. You were married to Taggart at the time. Now she don't give a damn about Taggart, right? She moved on. But you were married to Taggart at the time, and you were trying to see what you could keep together. And I get that. I honestly get that. You were trying to keep your family together. And even though Taggart's like, oh, it wouldn't have changed how I felt about Trina, we really don't know how that would have been at the time. Taggart would have been like, all right, deuces. That ain't my baby, deuces. You just don't know. So I get it. I get it. And the thing is, she had plausible deniability. She really did not know if that was really Curtis's daughter or not. She might have told Jordan back then, but I don't know if they did like a history rewrite where she didn't know, but she didn't know. That was what I know in this part of the line. Portia did not know. Therefore, I am Team Portia. She had plausible deniability. All right? And according to the gospel, okay? The gospel according to Teresa Lopez Fitzgerald, okay? If you have plausible deniability, then you should not be held accountable for keeping a paternity secret, okay? The gospel according to Teresa Lopez Fitzgerald. Chapter 7, verse 1999. 1999 was the year Passions was brought on air, if you guys got the reference. So, okay, anyways. All right, so another thing I want to touch on, though, is, okay, this is another part that kind of bothered my storyline, was the acting was not as impactful. Because we barely saw Taggart. So we really didn't get his point of view. So it was hard to connect with this revelation that Curtis, not Taggart, was her biological father, because we barely saw Taggart. We barely saw this man. And here's the thing. I'm not going to fault the guy who plays Taggart, Will Andrews, because I think he had some real life challenges, which I understand, you know? That stuff comes first. But the only thing is, it did impact how we see the storyline. I can't lie, it did. And the thing is, to me, it was kind of giving Tina Clayton lore. Do you remember One Life to Live, when Tina thought she was Ted Clayton's daughter, and the moment she found out she wasn't Ted Clayton's daughter, it was like we never heard about that man ever again. It was all about Victor Lore at that point, which I believe this is exactly what's about to happen on GH. I don't think we're ever going to hear from Taggart again once the storyline is over with. I don't think we're ever going to hear from him ever again. I think that's it. Thank you for your services. We're never going to hear from Taggart after this, because the thing about it is that he was barely on as it is, and I get it. Like, Will Andrews' real life challenge aside, I actually get that. I really do get that. But the thing is, that did impact how we saw the storyline. For me, it definitely did. And Trina's reaction wasn't soapy enough for me. It wasn't. This is going towards the musical team at One Life to Live. The people who do the music, okay? In the background. The music wasn't soapy. There was no dramatic reveal. I didn't even feel like this has been going on for a year and a half. I felt that build up, but I didn't feel the build up at the same time. Like I felt the build up, but then that dramatic reveal part, I didn't feel it. I didn't feel it. I didn't really feel it at all. And if I'm being honest, like Taggart was like a non-mother effing factor. In this whole storyline, he was a non-factor. Like, do we even care what Taggart's point of view was? Do we really care? And the thing is like, this is a character on GH, right? Has been on for a while, but we didn't, it's like we were so, and I guess maybe we're not meant to care about Taggart's point of view because Taggart was supposed to just go off on another FBI mission, we'll never hear from him again, but Taggart was a non-factor. And the thing about it is, it's one thing if she didn't know who Trina's father was and then she knew it was Curtis. That's one thing. But we actually have the man who has been assumed to be Trina's father on screen. And there's not, that doesn't even feel impactful even with that. So that was kind of like a little bit of a missed opportunity for me. A missed opportunity. But I am Team Portia. This is the one only time I'm going to be Team Portia. And that's only because I read my soap Bible, okay? And according to the gospel, according to Teresa Lopez Fitzgerald, if you are not aware, okay? If you have physical DNA confirmation of the child's paternity, you should not be held liable, okay? Thou shalt not be held liable, okay? All right, I want to talk about next the cure that Miss Willow is getting. This is my thing. Willow better be glad that Nina is her mother because I believe Nina's the one that convinced Liesl to get tested. And Liesl being the reconnection link was smart since with Britt gone, Liesl doesn't really have anything to do at this point. I mean, I know she's dating Scott, but is that strong enough? You know what I mean? Is that strong enough? And maybe now, like, the self-righteousness of Carly, Michael, and Willow will end, because I'm so sick of them, guys. I'm sorry. I know I am, like, naturally a Nina fan, but even then, y'all gotta admit, like, they doing too much. Even when Drew was like, you did this to yourself, Nina. And I'm like, wow, you need to be slapped. That's why I said when I heard Drew say that. I was like, wow, Drew, really? Because the thing about it is that Nina did this all as a reaction. This woman's mother put her in a coma for 20 years. She thought her daughter died, right? And the moment she thought she knew who her daughter was, Carly didn't tell her. I think the whole thing with Nell happened. And I think she was willing to move past it with Carly, right? But then when she called Carly Nixon Falls, and y'all can get on if you want, she called Carly to tell her that Mike was in Nixon Falls, okay? So she called Carly. All right? She called Carly. She called her, okay? She called that woman. So my whole thing is that I just felt like Nina has never really been given a chance. And granted, she's done some things. But the woman has been through a lot. So when Drew was saying that to Nina, I'm like, if that was Carly in the shoes, would you be saying that? Would you say she did that to herself? No, you wouldn't. And that's the problem. Carly has never been held accountable. And Sonny's even starting to hold her accountable. Sonny's getting tired of her. Which is good. Which is good. The only problem is the way Sonny went about it. You know, getting with Nina and everything. The way he went about it. But my whole thing is that I feel like I'm glad that she has Liesl in her corner. Like, Nina needs somebody in her corner. Maxie is too busy and chasing Brooklyn's drama. She ain't a real G. Maxie's not been a real G in a while. I'm really disappointed in Maxie. She's not there for her sister-in-law. You know what I mean? She's not there for her. And Nina needs that real support, and Liesl is that person. But this is the thing we gotta talk about. Liesl slapping Elizabeth. I saw that and I was like, because of you, my Brita is dead. She was murdered by the hook. And I was just like, sis, like, and this is part of a deeper conversation. Let me scoot up a little bit. This is part of a deeper conversation. Why is Elizabeth the town pariah? Why is Elizabeth? For some reason, the writers must really hate her. My goodness. I mean, Rebecca Herbst, did you do something? Did you spill coffee on somebody one day a couple years ago? And they're like, all right, I'm going to get you. You know what I'm saying? And that sounds, and I'm not even being funny because Katie McClain even admitted when they killed off Dixie and All My Children Was Pancakes, it's because some writers were teaching her a lesson. It's like, oh, we coming for you. So, like, what are they doing to Elizabeth? Because she's getting blamed for everything. She's getting blamed for Ryan Chamberlain being loose. She's being blamed for the hook. She's being blamed for global warming. And then soon enough, she'll be blamed for world hunger. Like, my goodness. And the storylines don't even fit. When she was put into Nicholas's storyline with holding Esmond captive, that felt so random. And the reason why is because she was still in the storyline with her parents, and that revisiting of, you know, her parents not seeing her for a long time, and her killing Finn's wife, which that still has just been left to the side. GH has a tendency to do this. We're gonna get into this too. GH has a tendency to do this where they have no problem with long developed storylines. And this is my thing, right? CBS Daytime was known for slower paced storylines, especially on The Restless. NBC Daytime was like a mix. No, I'm sorry, NBC Daytime was like a mix. ABC Daytime, though, was a lot more faster paced of their storylines, with the most slowest being All My Children, which was still pretty fast, but it was the slowest out of all those three soaps. And my thing is, I don't mind a slower developed out storyline. I really actually don't have an issue with that. But the thing is that the way soaps used to do it back in the day, right? Even when I first started watching All My Children in 06, is that it was slower paced, but we were really seeing everything play out day by day, moment by moment, almost hour by hour. But what GH will do is that they'll have you see it play out for a month and then drop it completely. And it's not even a way to make us forget and then we see a twist later on. It's almost like they pick it back up again, like, okay, yeah, let's like, I put down the writing room, okay, yep, let's bring this back, let's bring storyline back, and let's put this here, and let's see if it works. That's always the kind of vibe that I get from GH. Sorry if I'm talking too fast, guys. I'm just trying to get this done and get these reviews out. But that's the type of vibe that I got. They don't develop out these storylines. They just rush it out. Because we still haven't figured out, like, why Elizabeth killed Finn's wife. And they obviously had the actress who played Finn's wife on screen, so I think that was supposed to play out. You know what I mean? We were supposed to get something with that, and we didn't get that. We didn't get that at all. Which leads me to this whole Victor, Anna, Laura, Felicia, Deputy Mayor Ashby, Valentine storyline. This storyline has gone in so many different directions. It's like it's forgetting its original intention, and it's forgetting what part of the storyline they're actually trying to answer every step of the way. The original part of this whole storyline dated back to Luke's death, right? So we were supposed to figure out who killed Luke. They just dropped that. Then it became about something with Victor trying to sabotage Valentine, and they had that dropped. And then we had the Lucy thing come in, and then now the whole thing with Anna's death, or like, it's just so confusing, and I don't even care anymore. You know, I really don't even care anymore. And it's like, now Deputy Mayor Ashby admits she was working for Victor, but for this to be written well, even with that part, we actually need to know why Mayor Ashby was working for Victor for us to actually care about her going undercover and all this stuff. It's just... And then Ms. Wu working with Holly and Robert. That was just so random. Miss Wu coming and working with them was just so random. You know what I mean? Like, that to me was just... It was just random as hell. You know what I'm saying? Like, and here's my thing. A real mafioso or mafiosa, they don't do cops. They don't work with the cops. They don't do that. That's not what they do. That's not what they do. So it just felt so random. It was random as hell to throw her in there. Like, let's throw her in there and see if it works, guys. Yeah. Let's go right. Yeah. And so it just... I don't care about the storyline. I'm just really curious, and I want you guys to answer comments, or even when I do my live later today, if you guys happen to see this prior to the live. Are you really hooked by this storyline? No pun intended. No pun intended, but are you really hooked with the storyline? Which is not really to the hook, but it kind of sort of is. But are you really drawn by the storyline? Even the hologram they have of Anna, the Deputy Ashby thing, I'm just like, where is this storyline going? Like, what do we... You know, it's almost like people who have been together for, like, 15 years and, like, they're not married yet. Like, you know, where's this relationship going? You know, it's like that. Where's this storyline going? Like, where is it going? Like... Because I don't care. I don't care what happened to Valentine. I really don't care what happened to Lucy. I'm not drawn to these characters. Like... And if Deputy Mayor Ashby was a smart woman, she would have found out how was Robin feeling about her mother's death. Robin was clearly not notified, right? Or maybe Robin wasn't on that. I don't know. Maybe Robin wasn't on that. Okay, maybe she wasn't on that. Let's move on, because I can't even talk about the storyline anymore. I think I'm at 15 minutes right now. I'm recording. Let's just move on. I don't want to talk about it no more. Esme and Spencer. I actually really agreed with Laura that Esme shouldn't be kept from her child. I don't feel like, I understand what she did to Trina was really terrible, but I don't know that warranted her not being around her child. Even her sleeping with Nicholas and all. I don't know that warranted that. I mean, okay, the Ava stuff, all right, cool, but Ava still got her child. So, I don't think that Esme should be kept from her child. I really don't. And that hurts. And the fact that Spencer was all, yeah, I'm calling him Ace, I'm taking him far away from Esme, you know. And this is something I notice a lot of times. It's like the moment somebody's not with somebody and they have a child with that person, like they have a child with someone, they're not with that person more. It's like they really don't give two shizzles about you no more. And sometimes they're not giving shizzles about the kid too. If they move on, they got their own little thing going on. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like I agree with that. And the whole twist that Nicholas was alive, that was actually a great reveal because it makes me wonder who is the boss of Austin's cousin. Is it Miss Wu? Is it Victor? But please don't let this be another unfinished, undeveloped storyline. I can't take with GH. I don't mind long paced storylines. I actually love those. I'm a soapy guy. I love it. I love a good soap teller, but when you do the reveal, make it stick. You know what I mean? And be consistent. All My Children was a slow burner storyline, was a slow burner soap of ABC Daytime from 2006 up until it got canceled, right? But they really told their stories on My Children. On My Children, I had to grow with the storylines. One Life to Live in General Hospital was like, or someone was bursting out of a window or something. It was like all the time. Where On My Children, you saw conversations and dialogues put on the regular. But if I had to compare slow burner soaps, On My Children was better than Young and the Restless when it comes to being the slow burner. It was a lot better. Like, it gave you just enough to not make us feel like we were going to get bored. But it still kept their slow burner pace. But yeah. All right, so Sante and Crooklyn. You know I don't talk about these couples ever. If you go to any of my past reviews, I barely talk about Sam and Dante, Chase and Brooklyn. I'm still not invested in these couples. Molly and TJ having a baby feels random as hell, but I'm willing to work with it. Okay, I'm willing to work with it. GH's 60th anniversary is coming up, literally in a month. Please, GH, get it together. Please get it together. All right? You're not bringing in no new viewers. All right? I feel like in the late 2000s, like, well, not late, early 2000s, like 06, 07, 08, was I feel like the last time soaps were bringing in viewers. Because I was one of those viewers that got brought on that time, and then it ended. I don't know any new people coming in watching soaps. I haven't heard of it. And I need GH to step up to the plate. Please step up to the plate, GH. Don't disappoint me for the 60th, please. Because YNR is also doing their 50th this year, and you know what I'm saying? Like, please don't mess this up, GH. Please don't mess this up. I'm scared they're not going to do this right. Because these storylines just been, I don't know what's going on. And I used to praise this soap at one time, but now it's indefensible. I'm trying to defend you, but you guys are not getting like a Diane Miller defense. You guys are getting a Scott Baldwin defense from me, which is, we all know, is not the best, right? So, I'm going to go watch some Albert's reviews after this. Cool my head off, but I just want to see better coherent storylines on GH. You know, that's what I really want to see. I mean, Portia's storyline was actually pretty good, but acting in there, everyone there is a good actor, but the reactions were just, it wasn't giving. It wasn't giving what it needed to give for me. You know, I wasn't getting that. But anyways, guys, that is my General Hospital week in review. The Good Wife. I do think Portia is a good wife. I do. And granted, she didn't know. So like I said, according to the gospel according to Teresa Lopez Fitzgerald, thou has not sinned. Thou has not kept a paternity secret, technically. Anyways, guys, I'm going to see you guys next video. I'm going to try to do a live tonight. I'm looking forward to talking to you guys. And I will see you guys in the next video. I'm out. This has been Soap Sanctuary. I'm out, guys.